Hey friends, Mr. Annan here. Also my little lab assistant, Nunu. Okay, so lesson one. What are the parts of the solar system? So outer space is really, really big, and things are really, really far apart. And in order to look at things in outer space, we need to make models of them. These are called scale models, okay? Scale models are models that are designed to show things that are much, much larger, but we shrink them down so that, it's something that we can actually work with. Okay, so we'll be concentrating on pretty much these two pages for the next couple of lessons. We're not going to do any of this yet, and we're not going to do any of this yet because we have to talk about the metric system, because everything in science is measured with the metric system, and everything in outer space is also measured using the metric system. So what is the metric system? All right, so I made a chart. I will take a picture of this chart and then we'll post it in Google Classroom, and then we'll be kind of talking about how to use this thing because we're going to need it to convert these numbers into something that's much, much smaller so that we can, draw it on paper. All right? So I labeled my paper metric conversion chart. You guys have this definition in your notebooks, okay? A measuring system based on counting tens, okay? There are 3 base units. I added a 4th, okay? They are meter, which measures length, liters, which measure liquid volume, grams, which you know measure mass because you've done that in science, and then seconds, they measure time. Okay? And what I've done is on your notebook, you will draw a line very similar to a number line. Okay? What you have in the middle is your base unit, which is 1. Okay? And then as you can see, I wrote the base units here, meter, liter, gram, and second. You're going to need 3 little tick marks that go to left. 1, 2, and then 3. And then I labeled these 10, 100, 1000. And then the prefixes, which we'll get into a little later, are deca, hecto, and kilo. This one might seem familiar. I'm sure you've all heard of a kilometer, a kilometer, right? On the right side, we have 1/10, 1/100th, and 1/1000th. And then the prefixes to follow those are deci, centi, and milli. Okay? Now, down here in the corner, to convert to a larger unit, move the decimal to the left or divide. And then on the right side, to convert to a smaller unit, move the decimal to the right or multiply. So these will make a little more sense once we start converting, but what I want you guys to do first is copy this chart down into your notebook because we're going to be using it to convert some numbers.